Shuichiro Manabe. This is a tale of two gods. A warrior who gave his life to begin a new era, and the birth of the first hybrid prince. Demons and dragons are the two strongest species. The current Demon King and Dragon Queen are a little over 1,000 years old. They chose to be nameless and to be known only by their power. The two species have been at war for thousands of years. It was a war to take control of the human world. There have been many a time when one side would be close to winning, only to be pushed back yet again. 151 years ago, the Demon King and Dragon Queen faced each other for what would turn out to be the final battle to end a seemingly endless war. The battle raged through the night. After hours of fighting, the two gods were bloody and worn out. They paused to reminisce about the war, knowing one of them was about to die. Which of them will die, you may ask? This truth is one that would come to shock the entire world. Let's settle this once and for all, they said. As they gathered all the magic they had left, the two gods charged in for the final attack that would end the war. It was over, wasn't it? Well, yes, it was. But it ended in a way no one would expect. Right as they were about to clash together, a bolt of black lightning struck down between them, and they made contact with what or who had caused it. The shock threw them off and left them disoriented. When they regained their composure, they saw what had summoned the lightning. There, standing between them, was a human. The two gods were certain they had never been more confused. This human that stood before them wore clothes that seemed to be of the highest royalty, but were now torn and bloody from his encounter with them. Little did they know, this man was the strongest human wizard, a wielder of black lightning. They no longer had any strength to fight. Only questions remained in their minds. He was panting and out of breath. But then the realization hit. No, he wasn't just panting. He was dying. The gods had put everything they had into one final attack. And this wizard, this human wizard, put himself between them. Why would you do this? They asked. The man collapsed to the ground in a pool of blood. But then he started to speak. He said, "If one of you dies to end this war, the human world is doomed. I wanted to end this war in a different place, a different way, one that is peaceful." As the warrior took his final breath, he spoke his last word. "I will not tell you my name. You need not know me by my name. You need only know me by what I have done here. He closed his eyes and died peacefully, believing he had achieved his goal. The sun rose, and now they could clearly see the lifeless body that lay before them. The gods slumped to their knees beside him, tears running down their faces. This had made them truly realize the value of life. This warrior's sacrifice would start an era of peace. The war was finally over. The two gods held a funeral and buried the warrior with their own hands. The next year was spent fixing all the damage that had been caused, and the gods spent it getting to know each other, not as enemies, but as allies. Until one day, they fell in love and had a child. Thousands cheered loud, celebrating the half-blood heir. All seemed well, but this journey would have one more tragedy. The gods chose 3 royal guards, their strongest members, and tasked them with training the child, so that he would one day take the throne. The guards consisted of 2 elder demons and an elder dragon. On the child's first birthday, the entire kingdom gathered to have a massive celebration. The royal guards were sent off to help with preparations. Sending the guards away would prove to be a fatal mistake. A group of assassins had come to kill the god. They called themselves Mara Tepe. The assassins made their intentions clear. They desired the destruction of the human world. They used the celebration as a distraction to corner the gods, kill them, and take their child. They wished to use the half-blood to end human life. The assassins had planned this for a long time and brought a powerful artifact with them. Artifacts are legendary weapons so powerful that they can only be used once. One of the assassins revealed a large crystal gem. This was their artifact. The assassins bound their own magic to the crystal. In exchange for draining the god's magic, the assassins would lose their magic as well, and the crystal would shatter. The gods were left weakened from the sudden loss of their magic. But this was not enough to stop them. The Demon King and Dragon Queen versus the assassins. The gods fought hard, but having their magic drained took its toll and continued weakening them as the fight raged on. Weakened and outnumbered, the gods were ultimately killed. All that was left was to take the child and fulfill their goal. The assassin's plan had gone perfectly, or so they thought. They believed they had more time, but they didn't. The 3 royal guards arrived to find their former master's dead body, and the assassins standing over them. Engulfed in rage, the guards murdered the assassins. When this tragedy had passed, the guards focused on their task, training the child to unlock his full potential. When he grew up, the guards told the child everything that happened. He made a vow that he would not visit the human world until he surpassed his parents. The child is now 149 years old. equivalent of a young adult. Nature is more richly endowed with mana than civilized area. He spent all those years training in nature's mana until he finally surpassed his parents. One day, while he was training in the forest, he found two snakes fighting over a meal. As he locked eyes with the snakes, he knew he had to take them home. His desire is to explore human experiences and make friends with them. This is a tale of two gods and a fallen warrior. My name is Shuichiro